Welcome to the Chop Team. I'm your host, Seth the Dart Child.
I'm your host, Twins Inc.
Our show is about two guys and any friends that happen to come over with a topic that we want to chop up.
This is our Barbershop style podcast. We discuss it all. If the fellas at the shop will go in on it, we will. Let's chop it up. We back. Seth the Dart Child, how you doing, my brother?
Yo, it's nice outside. It feels like fall.
Oh, right to it, huh? Right. This feels good, right to fall. Well, what's going on, everybody? This is the Chop Team, and once again, we do live recordings on Sundays every 3 p.m.-ish, because it is, 3:30 now, so ish. Yeah. You know, life happens, you know what I'm saying? Life happens, and one thing you learn that, men, we figure it out and we keep it moving, keep it pushing, right?
You got no choice.
Right. And also, big salute to all my football heads, because today is first day of football, right?
It's the fall, baby.
Fall's here. Football's back. Ladies, from, what's today's date? Today is the 9/12. So 9/12 until Valentine's Day, leave your man alone Sundays.
Oh,
okay.
Isn't the Super Bowl on Saturday the 13th this year?
Yeah, so actually after Valentine's Day. But anywho, so just know, from now all the way until after Valentine's Day, your man is going to be preoccupied on Sundays.
Yes.
So make sure anything you want to do, you do it Saturday. Now, if your husband like college football, so you might also forget the weekend. The weekend is it. Saturday is all day football and NFL. Now, if you can compromise, he might be a football, he might be a college guy, he might be an NFL guy. So whatever one he's willing to give up, you take that day and you live with that day, and that's it. Because on the day you choose, Sunday and Saturday, he's not doing nothing. Only thing you need to do is make sure make sure you got food, you got drinks, you got something to do with the kids, and of course, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna make sure you have money to do whatever you want to do. If you want to go to the mall with your girls and your kids want to do this, here, babe, take it by. Have fun. Love y'all. Be good. Text me if you need me. XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Right? Just saying. Leave us alone. It's football season's back. We're sorry. Football's here. Basketball's coming back. I'm sorry. This is what it is. This is what we need to decompress.
Well, you know me. I'm the Dart Child. They don't really care about what we want anyway.
I mean, that's true, too. But so anyway, get that out the way. So once again, tune into us on Sundays, 3 p.m.-ish on YouTube, the Chop Team. But the episodes will be dropping every Monday at 7 a.m. And follow us on Instagram, because we'll have the video clips as well on the Chop Team. So follow us, Seth the Dark Child, Twins Inc., and stay in touch. So,
and I just want to add as a full disclaimer for ourselves, we dedicated to this. We dedicated, because it is the middle of the day on Sunday when we're recording this.
Right.
We sacrificing. This is real.
We doing this for you guys.
Exactly. Because if it was for us, we'd have some beers, some grill going, and football.
I mean, right now I got some water, and in the background we got the rhythm going on, all the highlights. But hey, we dedicated. Yes.
This is an L for football fans, but we do it for the love.
For the love. So anywho. That was a lot there. We know the big intro.
Just want to give it to you.
Give it to you straight. So right now, as you see now, fall leaves are falling. Winter is still coming.
Yes.
So we're gonna kick it off this way. Seth the Dark Child, you have a story to tell them?
Well,
Hold on. You have a story to tell them?
You know what? My life is a story.
I
almost always got something.
I'm about to hit the button here, so you just let me know when you're ready.
Hey, go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Hit the button.
Hold on.
So, how the story starts is on Labor Day, I get a text message that led to a phone call.
Okay.
From an old friend.
Oh, that's like, that was too old.
Bruh,
that's like how many days or months or years in the old? Like, what's old considered as?
Well, you know what? Because this telling my age. I met this young lady in 1996.
Okay, that's old.
You know, and we of course stayed in contact and every once in a while. But recently she hit me up with the, hey, how you doing?
Oh, not big head?
Well,
it was close enough.
We know, in my mind, I heard Hey, big head. Like, hey, Ed, give me a call when you get a chance. Damn, did I just say my name again?
You sure did.
Gotta stop doing it. She said, "Hey,
but hold on. But you tell me the person didn't. No, go ahead. Tell the story. Go ahead.
Well, no. But she was. No, this is a different person.
Oh, okay.
Like I say, see, when I say winter's coming, once again, y'all see me on the video. I am actually, in my mind, I'm a pretty great guy. But the truth is, from a physical standpoint, I'm kind of mediocre at best, right?
Got some work to do.
Yeah, I got a little work to do. So I'm not walking around here thinking I'm God's gift. So when I get the "Hey Big Head" text, it's funny. It's also funny that I'm getting these kind of phone calls and texts after I've been talking about they were going to start coming in. See, once again, now imagine if I was somebody who I thought was somebody God's gift to somebody, and I had been running game on chicks for the last couple decades. It ain't no telling what's happening to those guys.
Right.
If I'm getting this.
Facts.
Could be different. So anyway, she hit me up. I call her back. Long time no talk. How you been? Blah 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 blah. Heard you was divorced. I'm wow. Trying to figure out how you hear that.
Right, because it's been years. 96 is a long time.
Yeah, and I've been divorced for 4 years, but I hadn't spoken to this person maybe since 2015, maybe.
Okay, that's still long. That's what?
Yeah,
that's 6 years.
And I still remember that at the time she had a dude. And
okay.
So, well, good luck with that. Have a great one, and I was still married.
Okay, I'm with you now.
So now, I heard you got divorced. I'm like, first off, who told you? Because I don't put my personal business up on Facebook. And I barely use Instagram most of the time. So anyway, so I'll be in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. You want to get together? And I'm like,
you know what that means?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, sure. We can kick it if you want to. But what's going on with you? And this when somebody, I got this going on and that going on. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, we're never going to get together when you come into town. I'm not doing that. I don't want that baggage.
Right.
So this was just Labor Day, right?
Okay.
One side of the store.
She got family here?
She does.
Okay.
Yeah, she has a couple of cousins live actually out in Gwinnett.
Okay, I was making sure because I got scared for a minute because she was coming down here and she had family here. I'm like, is she still with you?
No. But once again, it just caught me off guard. But I like I said, last time I spoke to her, we was cool. But I done went through a lot since
2015.
Since we was
6 years ago
kicking rocks.
That's 6 years now. People.
And we weren't even kicking it then. We were just life's complicated. Anyway, so fast forward, till yesterday actually. So I'm sitting on the couch when my phone ring. First off, I got no chill. If you want to ask me a question, it's a meme online that says a girl was checking her boyfriend's phone while he was asleep. He woke up and seen her checking it. And he said, when you get finished checking it, go on in the bathroom and cry because I got to get up early in the morning. So, if my phone, I'm not going to dodge a phone call because I'm afraid of your opinion matters nothing to me. If somebody calls me, I'm going to answer the call and I'm going to take the phone call. Because I don't owe you nothing, you owe me nothing.
Right.
So anyway, I'm with my friend, right? And I'm sitting on the couch and my phone ring. Now the name that pops up on my phone is changing the name to protect the innocent or guilty, whatever.
Right.
So,
not innocent, but
so
right.
Alicia calls, right? And I didn't know who that name was because it's like 4 of those in my phone. All I got it saved is as your first name. It's like, I'm like, okay, so hello? She's like, hey, is this my neighbor? And I'm like, who? She's like, oh, I haven't spoken to you for a while, but I live around the corner. I'm like, I don't have any idea who this is. I think you might have the wrong number. And I hung up. Right? No.
Neighbor.
Yeah. And so my girl was like, who is that? And I'm like, I said, I know that person because the name is saved in my phone.
But
I don't know who that is because, I mean, sorry, I ain't putting nothing beside your name like number 9, number 10,
right.
girl
Or
down the street.
Light skin or something that you can remember her by. The funny part about that when you tell me the story is that what clicked in my head is that she had you saved in her phone as neighbor.
That's what hit me up.
That's what got we at first you think, okay, that's cool, neighbors, but I thought I said no, that's effed up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean effed up? Listen, we prove it to y'all every time. The more we keep talking to y'all, the more the stuff comes out naturally. Mm-hmm. We said before, women have guys in their phone for everything. So they got a pizza guy, takeout guy, down the street guy, neighbor guy. You can't make this stuff up because apparently she had him saved in her phone as neighbor. She didn't address him as Seth the Dark Child. She said, "Hey, neighbor," because she didn't know his name.
Because even when I said who, she had an opportunity to present my actual name.
She said neighbor. And, as growing up, we think you probably get prank called or something. You know what I'm saying?
I thought.
He's like, okay, I'm getting prank called. And you're like, neighbor, oh, she don't know my name.
Yep.
Even though, as Seth the Dark Child, he had her name in the phone. Now, even though he didn't remember what she looked like or XYZ, he still had her name in the phone. So when he picked up, he's like, okay, hey, Keisha? Yeah. Hey, neighbor. Who? Neighbor?
Yeah.
You cannot make this up, ladies and gentlemen. They have us, my young fellas. See, me and Seth the Dark Child, we didn't understand this stuff until we got older, until we now.
Had no idea.
We were blue pill. We didn't understand. And fellas, women will put you in the phone as how they see you.
Yep.
If they see you as their man, they'll put you in the phone as their man or boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? If you get the name, they like you. But outside of that, you could be labeled as the fool guy, night guy, the dinner guy, or just take me out guy, or the guy who lay down the D. Listen, you be shocked to go on the girl's phone and see what she have you labeled as. I'm referring to a single woman when you dating.
Nope.
I hate to see it. Nope. So if I see
go through almost any woman's phone, you might be surprised at some of the names she got saved.
Okay, I'll give you that. But continue the story, neighbor. Neighbor.
No, well, once again, so
winter's coming.
Yeah. So of course, now this the other part because it's cold out there now. I mean, even in my interactions with other people, like other women, it's cold. So my friend was like, "Who was that?" I'm like, I politely looked her straight in the face. You don't get to ask me that.
Oh,
ain't not being smart, not being mean. You don't get to ask that. So, yeah, it's not your business, but I don't know who that was. So, of course, when I get home, I got a text message reminding me of who that was. Oh, okay.
She texts you afterwards and say, "Hey, this is such and such. Live on the corner." And that one time back in 1990, okay, not 95, 2015.
No. This would have been 2019. I haven't even spoken to this in 2 full years.
So that's 2 years now. So we went from 6 years people popping up. Mm-hmm. Now the 2 years popping up. Okay,
exactly. And I got that text. I didn't return the call because I don't need that kind of smoke in my life.
Right.
I don't. My mistake was ever giving somebody who could actually drive by my house on a regular basis my phone number in the first place.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Message. Don't mess with nobody who can be at your house all the time and can monitor your comings and goings. It ain't the best situation.
Not at all.
So, but the reason I said that is, honestly, for myself, once again, within the last month, I've talked to 4 of my old girls since the eviction moratorium has been lifted. If you go back through our old videos and you'll see that I started talking about this. This is 4
the 4 seasons?
No, I'm talking about earlier when I was just saying the winter is coming.
Yeah.
This is 4 people in a month from my past that have shown up with the, "Hey, how you doing?
Big head.
Hey, big head." And listen, I'm still gonna tell you that the rent moratorium is over. The Supreme Court knocked it down. There was an article on CNN that indicated upwards of 3 million evictions could have happened within the next year. 3 million evictions within a year. Okay? They cancel OnlyFans just to say, okay, we'll let you go back to being OnlyFans. I mean, come on, bruh. It's here. And not to mention, they just cut off the extra benefit for unemployment. Mm-hmm. Bruh, right when it's getting cold. Right when it's getting cold.
And student loan forgiveness has been ended.
Yep, you got to start back paying. And they was like upward 70% of the people who got the this is also an article I seen on maybe the New York Times, that upwards of 70% of the people who took the student loan forbearance payment program never made one payment. Y'all just took a year and a half off and didn't pay. Didn't do nothing to try to get it off your back.
And I promise you, the same people didn't also put the money they were supposed to pay. I guarantee they didn't put 25%, even 10% to the side and save.
Nope.
I got some right now. They're asking for a payment now. Oh, okay, I'll pay you next week. We gave you a whole year.
You
don't got at least $1,000 to put down on it?
Yep.
And some people pay a lot more, so $1,000 is a scratch on the surface. But like, just give us $1,000. Oh, I ain't got it. We gave you a whole year off. You only got 3 stimulus, right? 3 stimulus. Three stimulus. And plus, every 15th, everybody's, if you have kids or whatever, you're getting, on the 15th, you're getting something. So how all this a year go by, 3 stimulus, and you ain't got no money to go towards this student loan? Oh, well, you have 30 days, and if not, we're going to put a lien on your ish. I'm sorry, not lien, garnish.
Hey, and once again, I don't know how it's going to, but 70% of people who took the forbearance did not pay down the loan. 3 million people are behind on their rent, and it's a significant portion of owners,
homeowners, yes,
who are going to evict people regardless. They don't want you as tenants anymore.
Well, you know why? Let me tell you why.
I'm listening.
Let me tell you why. And these are owners who have houses that they own, but they rent it out to people, right? Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? During the whole pandemic, those people who live in those apartments or rented the homeowners, they didn't have to pay their rent during that time frame, right? Mm-hmm. So they technically lived it for free for a whole year and change, right?
Yep.
But guess what? Even though they got a benefit, the homeowner of the house, he didn't get that same benefit. Mm-mm. He's still responsible for making those payments. And now you could tear up the house, do X, Y, Z, whatever. He's still responsible for that too. Mm-hmm. So now he's coming to collect now. Like, hey, now I've been taking care of your mortgage for the last year because of the pandemic, and I got to live too, and I've been using my savings. I need you to pay up. Oh, I don't got nothing. Okay, you got to go then.
Well, no, here's the thing.
Go ahead.
You got to pay up. Oh, okay, here it goes. Because you had the money. As soon as you pay up, they still want you out of their house. A lot of, because sometimes people put you out because you're not a good tenant. It ain't got nothing to do with whether you're paying the bills or not.
Facts.
You ain't even been able to evict bad tenants.
Yeah. They're more of a headache. I don't care if you got the money. You're too much of a headache. You call me every week because this break and that break, and stuff don't break by itself. It's you breaking this stuff.
Yep.
Let's be honest.
So, and that, once again, winter's coming. I'm and I'm just giving you anecdotals that my monkey butt is getting the big head text. Me, the dark child himself is getting the hey big head text.
And listen,
this is sad.
And listen, as he said, he's not the best fit looking person. Cause he's a good dude. He's a really good dude, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, ladies, don't get it twisted. If y'all out there listening, I'm actually astounded. Outside of not being a 6-pack owner,
right?
You could do much worse than the dark child,
right?
Not that I want y'all.
But the point that I try to make, because people make jokes at people who are big or big guys, whatever, like they don't get girls and stuff. Did y'all forget Biggie had Faith? Faith was fine back in the day. Mm-hmm. Most big dudes got to find his girls. But anywho, the point that I'm trying to make is that he is getting these text messages, and we're just 6 years, and now 2 years. Probably next week gonna be last week, and you just never know. 6 months, 1 month.
Well,
you might get a text today.
No, I don't.
You never know.
You never. Once again,
know.
It'd be different if this hadn't been predicted. See, it'd be different if it was. I was just, oh yeah, I ran into an old girl from back in the day. No, I said they were going to start calling, and they didn't call 3. They didn't call 3 months ago. They didn't call 6 months ago. I was living my life doing what I want to do, but I didn't have a whole bunch of hey big headed. In the last month, I've gotten 4. Now, because I'm not as prolific as some of the people I know, I hope it shouldn't be more than a possible 6 or 7 because I was married for a long time. But, but I'm just saying that.
But you have to understand this.
It's reasons they're calling.
Right.
I'm listening.
There's definitely a reason, but you have to think about it. So the one that you saw back in 2015, that's 6 years ago. 6 years ago, last time you talked or seen that person, right? 6 years ago. And from that time frame, she did enough research to look you up.
Yep.
To find out that, one, you're no longer married.
Yeah, that would bug me out.
Because, I follow stuff out y'all online. He don't got nothing on his page talking about single, married, divorced, none of that. You don't know his business. He barely posts stuff, right? On all his social media platforms. For someone to find out that he's only together, she had to do some little research, like some real research. Unless she knows a friend of a friend or something like that, she probably goes to the court documents and look it up like, oh, he's single now. Think about that for a minute.
Well, she would have had to go through her cousin.
Still.
Wait, no. She would have had to go through her cousin.
Okay.
Who would have known that only from her ex-husband, who I'm friends with. Because it ain't no direct channel there.
But you see what I'm saying? You see how many levels you had to go through to get the information? Then they'd be like, hey, I heard you divorced. What the hell?
Who told you that?
Right. And then she led with that, too. You didn't lead with that. You're like, hey, how's it going? It's like, hey, I found out. Like, okay. And now you're like, okay, so what do you want now? Because anybody who sends you a message or you talk to them a long time and say, hey, you're single now, like, okay, yeah. How did you know and what do you want now? There
goes. The first question. What do you want?
Right. Like, what do we want now? It's cool. We was catching up, talking, whatever, and you're like, oh, you didn't know I was single no more. The fact you led with it lets me know you have a hidden agenda.
Yep.
What did you do in your life where you have to now go through your history of ex-friends and people that you know to see what their status is to try to rekindle something now?
But you know what's scary? Now, this is the part where winter is coming because that popped in my head.
Yeah.
When I tell guys this same story, I've been talking to other people about winter coming for different reasons. All the dudes are angry because you know what? Even though you hit me with a hey big head text, you know what makes me feel a little bit sick to my stomach?
What's that?
You didn't just call me.
Facts. Fact. That's what I was getting at.
You just scrolling through. You went, this name, check. This name. You probably send a hey big head text to 10, 15 other people.
Until you hit one that responded back.
Yep.
Just like the lady who was calling you talking about, hey neighbor.
Exactly.
She didn't even know your name, bro. That's the crazy part. She didn't even know your name. She just had you as the neighbor. Like, who does that?
Bruh.
I was a girl coming, hey, Pizza Head. Pizza Head. Oh, I mean, hey, remember me? Remember we went to the pizza? And yeah, it's been a long time. I was thinking about you.
Hey, fed me one time. Fed me one time.
Can't make this stuff up. Listen, it ain't coming that way, but it is, though. My fellas, pay attention to the sound. You get that text to say, hey, big head, hey, friend, how you been? It's been a long time. Find out what's going on with you, how you been. Start asking questions back, and you realize they might be out there looking for some help.
Yep.
Because winter is coming. People getting evicted. Student loans are no longer, because, the argument is, the black woman is the most educated against black men, right? It goes black men, black women, but it goes up from there. So, yes, they have a lot of these student loans and debts that they got to pay back, and they can't afford it right now. So they're looking for a big head or neighbor for someone to help them out in this situation because they've fallen hard on times because they was living their best life, and they figured they can just keep bouncing around until they find the bad situation. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm going to say this. Now, looking back at it, she's settling at this point now. Now
she thinks she's settling.
No, you're right. She thinks she's settling. I'm not saying that he's going to bite the bullet and do everything, but I'm saying that she's settling because at one point, she might have had an opportunity to accept the dark child before XYZ, but she did. She passed on him. They married friends. That's cool. But now, 6 years later, she's talking about, hey, how you been? Heard you're divorced. Mm-hmm. Hey, 6 months later or 2 years later, hey, I'm your neighbor. So we've been neighbors for the last 2 years now.
We've been neighbors for years.
Well, probably neighbors for years.
I just met her a few years ago.
Right. So we've been neighbors for years. Cool. Whatever. So y'all eventually got a number. Y'all saw each other. Y'all exchanged numbers. Y'all talked. Whatever. Nothing ever popped off. It is what it is. Mm-hmm. But now, all of a sudden now, Because winter's coming out. Now you like, hey neighbor, how you doing? Can you come over, or can I come over there? Because it's cold over here because my heat is off. I can't afford to pay now. Or I'm hungry. Can you take me out to eat? I need somebody to come save me right now. Because that's what I'm hearing when I hear his story he's saying about these random messages coming out to him out of nowhere. That's what I'm thinking. I said, wow, winter is really coming.
Yeah, bro. See, here's the thing. No, and here's the thing about winter coming for that. And anyone wants to think about it. It isn't that right now. Well, I'm sorry. Let me back that out. Let me go back to the red pill, blue pill. There was a time in my life when this particular kind of phone call made me excited, made me happy.
I know,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, since I've taken the red pill, I just truly don't believe that that women love men that way.
You know what? And it's not really. I know we say red pill, ladies, because some people get triggered. What is red pill? Don't worry about that, right?
Yeah, okay.
It's the fact that we have now have. It's still a red pill though. It's like the Matrix. Once you have seen what really happens behind the scene,
yep,
you have a whole different perspective on how we move in life.
Yep.
As he was just saying, when a girl used to text you out of random nowhere, you'd be excited, like, word, finally.
No, yeah.
But
let me holler at her.
Think for a minute. Oh, man, word, finally. Yeah. Stop right there. If you get a text from a girl who texts you or send you a message and you're like, finally, that she finally got back to me, stop right there. Ignore that message.
Yep.
Because that means you've been waiting too long. You've been either in the friend zone.
Yep.
You've been either just a cool best friend for so long, and she done did what she got to do. Now she's tired doing what she's doing, and now she want to entertain you. Nope. Nope. At that point, you say, oh, okay, cool, bye. Delete it, ignore it. Because you've been on the back burner. You've been on the depth chart just sitting around. Now it's your turn. Okay, let's supplement and let them play for a little bit so we can do. No, don't be the guy to get used and abused.
Don't do it, brothers.
Don't do it. Because that's what it really is.
Yep.
When we say red pill, things that we used to get excited for because we didn't know any better, but once we've been through life, and I mean life, and women, you have a different perspective how you see things. So now getting a text message from a girl from years ago saying, hey, big kid, or hey, how you doing, what you doing, long time, I'm like, what do you want?
Yep.
Because if you haven't been in contact with me over month to month and been cool, there's nothing for us to talk about. There's nothing. If you're the past, you're the past for a reason. If I ain't text you, don't text me.
Mm-hmm. That's the math. Honestly,
that's it right there.
That's the math.
The math.
It doesn't mean me. You know what? Like I say, and I'll be honest with you. Before I found this particular space, this would have excited me. Even in 2015, like I said, use that number. I would have been excited about that, but I've been my eyes have been open to the Matrix. Once you open your eyes, ladies, I can only say you've overplayed your hand way too many times. Too many of y'all have overplayed your hand. So at this point, what do you want? If I met a woman, swear to God, at Walmart. Let me tell you this little silly situation.
Yeah, go ahead.
So it was a lady, she was working at Walmart, and she was down on one knee doing something on the shelf. I think she was restocking the shelf or pulling the product for it. And she didn't look bad. She looked my age, you know what I'm saying? But she didn't look bad. And she was on one knee, and I walked up to her and said, oh, wow, it looks like you're about to get, you're about to propose. You got to give me a moment to think about this. I don't know how to, just being goofy. And she was like, I wish I was getting married because I'm tired of working. And I didn't know where that came from. I was like, whoa. I said, what? I said,
go ahead.
No, I was like, you on one knee. What? I thought I would be able to retire because if you proposing to me, she was like, nah, I never proposed to a man. I was like, oh, okay. She stood up, and I was about to ask her another follow-up question, but then I realized she working at Walmart, and she's still talking crap about what she never do to satisfy a man. You think I want that? Nah. I let it go. I said, well, okay, have a good day. Right, and I walked off because
that bullet.
That was an opportunity. It was obvious she was open to the line of communication. Mm-hmm. She wanted to talk. Mm-hmm. But nah, you working at Walmart restocking shelves, and you still think that you you still think that you should have a certain expectation of what should happen.
And the funny thing is, ladies and gentlemen, there when you listen to that story right there, when he's talking about her proposal to her, he's not being serious. He's really joking.
I'm joking. I had never seen him before.
I know, but listen. He's joking. He's like breaking the ice. You know what I'm saying? Get past the little nervousness between meeting someone brand new you don't even know. She at work. She down there. That's a great, it's not a deal breaker. What's it called? An icebreaker?
Yeah.
That's a great icebreaker to get the conversation going, right? Mm-hmm. But instead of taking the conversation and laughing with an XYZ, she showed her true colors, which is cool. Because you know what? Everybody should show their true colors from day one so he know what he's dealing with.
Yeah.
The fact that the first thing came out of my mouth saying, I would never propose because...
No. The first thing was like... Said, I'm tired of working.
Right there. So, red flag right there. Red flag right there. Red flag right there.
Yep.
When she said that, I'm like, oh, okay, well, you have a good day. Because at the end of the day...
We're straight.
Most men, we want somebody who can... it's not that we want you... I'll just say this, right? If you have a job, cool, right? Not a problem. Your job's stressing you out. Me as the man in the house, the husband, the leader, the follower, leader, protector, all that. And if I'm making good enough money to support all of us, then I'm going to say, you know what, babe, you don't got to do that job no more. Because I don't want you being stressed out. I don't want you going to be mad at the manager or people talking to you crazy, XYZ. You don't got to work no more. Come home and I'll take care of XYZ. Mm-hmm. That's something that we do to make sure you're good. We don't do it just because I go beat my chest and say, yeah, I'll pay all the bills. No. Our job is to make our family life easier. So if me working a job and being stressed every day, but you and the wife and kids, everybody good, that's a sacrifice we're willing to take, right? Mm-hmm. But when she just said that, she telling me up front that she don't want to work at all. She don't want to do nothing because she's tired. Mm-hmm. That means if I do take her home and make her a housewife, she will get tired doing that too. I don't feel like doing it. I don't feel like getting up and taking kids. I'm tired today. Mm-hmm. What would make you happy?
What's in it for? And what's in it? I don't know. Hold
That's
on.
It right there.
I don't know. And this is once again. I want to bring it back to like fall leaves are falling. Y'all have taken so much stuff off the table that now that even if you want to act like you like a dude. No, we don't believe you because y'all have taken so much of the benefit of being in relationships off the table.
Facts.
That now it just feels like if I even give you a foot, you're gonna take an inch. Facts. I mean, if I give you a foot, you're gonna take a mile.
No, 2 miles.
Yeah,
5 miles.
And I'm gonna end up angry and mad at you. And when you feel like you ain't tired no more, when you feel like you're not tired anymore, what you gonna do? Find somebody else, pack up and move forward. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm divorced and I did not file divorce papers. So yeah.
He part of that 70-80% right there.
Yeah. I don't believe in the fairy tale no more because I was a bad husband who was a great guy.
And know what? And that's going to be another topic because we got to chop that up.
Yeah, I was just saying.
So I'm a bad husband, but we say it again?
I was a great guy.
Great guy.
Like as a father, because I'm divorced and I don't live with my kids, I feel like I effed up as a dad because I'm divorced and my kids live in another state.
Okay.
But as an uncle, man, I'm the best uncle you could possibly have. I'm a great uncle. And I tried to be that to my kids, but you choose the wrong woman. You choose a bad partner and you're going to wait.
No, I wouldn't say choose because when that needs to be debunked right there. When people say, well, you chose him, you chose her. No. You know what happens? People change. See, that's one thing no one ever factors in, that people just change. Because if that person would act like they are right now, 10 years ago when they wasn't like that, you think that person you think I would have married her? Or you think she'd have married me? Or if you think stepdaughter the child would marry his wife and she would have acted the way she acted now, 10 years ago or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Well, see, I think this might be off subject, but I've recently had conversation about that particular kind of topic. Uh-huh. And I don't really think people change a lot. Oh, okay. I don't.
So what it is then? So they were no, go ahead. Explain.
They were in a certain space at the time. Okay. When you're hungry, you're hungry.
Right.
When you're not hungry, you're not hungry. when you're hungry, you appreciate the food somebody fixed for you.
Okay.
When you're not hungry, you don't appreciate that food.
Okay.
It doesn't mean you changed. It's where you was at that time is what you were looking for.
So you said not appreciative is what you're saying.
So, okay, there you go. So
okay,
because honestly, my personal life, this is off subject, so we down the rabbit hole. We should pull it back. But my ex isn't a different person than she was when I met her. She's actually a good person. It's just that our relationship went from A to B, and looking back at our relationship, she did what she had to do to get what she had to get at the time she wanted to get it. The moment she didn't want to get it anymore, the moment she was satisfied with what I was offering, or she thought somebody else offered something different, she simply made transition. You feel me?
The opportunity.
Yeah. So
opportunity.
I'm okay. I'm gonna give you my resume. I mean my life resume. I did put on weight, but in the early 20s, yeah, I was working out I know what a 6-pack looked like, and I know what it take to maintain it. I just ain't figured out how to get back to having one. I worked out. I played video games. I hung with the fellas. Right. When I was married, I didn't hang with the fellas. I tried to cut back on the video games. I didn't work out. Since I've been divorced, I'm actually back to where I was before. I play a lot of video games. I hang with the fellas. I try to work out as much as possible. You still can't see it because I got a horrible diet, whatever. Point being, I didn't change. I just did what I had to do in the circumstances I was in.
Got it.
And that was it.
Wow. That was dope. I like that.
Yeah.
That was dope. I hope y'all caught that, because that made a lot of sense. It made sense. Meaning that Seth the third child maintaining who he is at all the times. Now, he might have changed differently for the situation he was in, but at the root core of everything, he still did the same things he did before he got married, now after. Work out, work.
I gotta go to
the
work.
fellas, he just the things that he did.
It is, yeah, you are who you are. If you selfish, you selfish. It doesn't matter. You didn't go from being a giving person to a selfish person. You were probably a giving person that don't give to that person, to those people anymore because they used you. But you probably still you donate your time at the community center now. Stuff like that. You still who you are. I don't believe people change anymore.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Now, I'm still going to keep saying people change, because to break it down like that, how you did, will take a lot, and some people won't get it. For real, because some people are not going to get it. Like, I kind of wow, that makes sense. But for me to resuscitate that or spit that back out again like you did, won't be able to do it. It was great, though, and I love it. I'm glad it's recorded. We got it recorded, so it's going to be here in the world, out in the web. It's there, so thank you for saying that. But, yes, I'm still agreeing with what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm going to go with people still change. But what he said makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to say it like he did, but it's not going to come out the same way. But I love it. But it makes sense now, because people are who they are at the core. And like I said, I think like opportunity, benefits for them. And then when they get tired of doing X, Y, Z, that's where I guess the change or they show their true colors. That's what it pops in at.
I knew a girl who was with one of my boys. He thought before he met her, I knew her before he met her.
Okay.
I thought she was wilding. You know what I'm saying? I thought she was straight up wilding in the streets, right?
Right.
He got with her. They had about 5 or 6 good years of she tried to be different. But after about 5 or 6 years, she started wilding. After their relationship was in, she back to where she started when he met her. Once again, I think you are who you are. Some things might change on the edges. I'm not going to say that you can't stay up drinking all night at one point because your body won't let you. But as a choice to be a better person, especially in a relationship, nah, I just don't see it no more. You are who you are.
You are who you are.
And I respect it.
And honestly, this all ties, even though you think we went off the rail a little bit, no, this all ties back into the conversation that the fall leaves are falling and winter is coming, because these situations are now coming back to now, hey, how you doing? Hey, big head. Because the situation that have happened, people don't change, and then they left their good or bad situation they was in, and now they're looking back like, man, I could have been in a better situation I am now.
And that's why women think they can come back. I'm saying women, but I'm quite sure dudes do it too. Yeah. Women think, oh, he was a good dude 10 years ago. You know what? He's still a good dude.
But think about this though. You don't see guys, or you don't hear about guys sending girl text messages talking about, hey, big head.
Oh, we do. No. We'll slide into an old DM. Hey, girl, how you doing? You good? What you up to? But women are better at Women are better at rejecting men. True. So they reject us faster than we even notice. We don't even notice the rejection sometimes.
That's true. Because sometimes don't you know what? Sometimes though it be like, I'm just chilling with my boyfriend.
Yeah. Boom. Slap in the face.
Done.
Like,
whoa. Over.
She ain't even got a boyfriend. And then if you ask her who was that, she's like, I don't know. She didn't even bother reading the text. Her brain shut it down and then delete it.
Listen, she'll read it and then ignore it. Exactly. Leave you on read.
Exactly. So,
but yeah, the shutdown game is mean. I give them kudos to that one.
Yeah, they shut down game because they got a lot more practice. Men, on the other hand, when I say the fall leaves are falling,
yeah,
here's the overly detailed portion of what I would say on that. The internet has changed the world. I've said this before, and I'm gonna keep saying it. Mm-hmm. Things are moving faster than they used to, right? This red pill knowledge that says that one of the basic tenets ain't got nothing to do with women hating men or nothing like that, or men hating women. One of the basic tenets is that women and men love differently, and the kind of love that we expect from women, that we dream of from women, it's a myth. They don't love us the way we love them. So for most of us, once you realize that they don't love you the way that you love them, the next thing out your mouth is, okay, so if she doesn't feel for me the way I feel for her, why is she really calling? What does she really want? And that's the problem, because a lot more men, not a small number, a lot more men are now asking that question. She doesn't love me, so what does she really want from this phone call? And when I can answer that question, it's easier for me to say no. I'm not getting tied up in my emotions, not because I don't want to be in love with you, but you don't love me or care about me the way I care about you. So what do you really want? And from that position, I can make a logical decision, yes or no. I don't want to give you my time, attention, and energy because you not going to appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I should have said time, energy, and attention. That way you say, I don't want to sip that tea.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is a good topic. We can wrap it up here. Thanks once again for tuning in to the Top Team, the Chop Team. I'm your host, Twin Zinc, with
Seth the Dark Child.
Follow us on Instagram, the Chop Team. Also, Seth the Dark Child and Twin Zinc. On Instagram. Follow us on YouTube as well, the Chop Team. Once again, episodes recorded every Sunday, 3 p.m. on Sunday. And the shows will drop on Mondays at 7 a.m. on all platforms. So iTunes, Spotify, Spreaker, whatever. We're on all the platforms, Google, whatever it is. We're on there. So we out more wide. Thanks for tuning in. We out.
Peace.